Hi everyone, my name is Kristian and I'm from FDS with Aston Villa, and I'm going to be answering a few questions about the camp that we're going to be running in Kempele with Ajax this summer. So here are the answers to some of the questions, and hopefully this helps you to know a little bit more about the camp. Well, number one, and very, very important, we aim for every player who comes on the camp to have a great time and have lots of fun. So fun is the first thing. All the coaches who come and work on the camp are professional coaches from England and work for professional clubs in England. But even though we are professional coaches, the idea is that everyone enjoys themselves, number one. Number two, we want you to learn some things from like how we work with the best players in England, how we work with English players, because there are some differences between English players and Finnish players, and we think teaching you these things will really help. Now, we've been working in Finland since 2010, and in that time, so in the last 12 years, we've worked with many young Finnish players. Okay, so we've got a very good idea of what junior Finnish football is like, what Finnish football is like, and how things from England and the way we coach English players, how that can help young Finnish players. So the things like that include lots of 1v1s, so lots of dribbling, lots of skills, lots of tricks, staying on the ball and showing off a little bit, showing what a good player you are. Other things we work on are thinking fast and playing fast. So a lot of the games will involve lots of turnovers. If you lose the ball, win the ball, and lots of fast play. So things that help you to think fast and play fast. We also look to work on goal scoring, which we found over the years is a really big thing to work on with young Finnish players. Taking chances, taking shots, trying to score, trying to make the difference. Those kind of things are some of the main areas we will work on the camp. As I said before, we try and do this so that everyone has lots of fun all the time. And then the last thing that we do work on is a little bit of teamwork, a little bit of team building, is we always finish the camp with a World Cup. So all the players go into teams. We have a big tournament all day on day 4 of the camp. So you kind of learn a few more match things and a few more tournament things with that. You do not need to be the next Messi or the next Ronaldo or a fantastic player to come on the camp, right? The idea is that it's for all players. If you're a little bit new to football or you're building your confidence in football, then it's for you. If you're a serious player, it's for you. I like to think that as professional coaches, we are pretty good at working with all different kinds of players, because the main thing is that everyone enjoys themselves. So we can plan and organize the session so that the best players who are really confident enjoy themselves. Newer players who are not so confident but love football, you will also have a great time. You do not need to be an Ajax player to come onto the camp. You can come from anywhere around Finland. Okay, on the Ajax camp before, we've had players from Rovaniemi, from Kajaani, from Helsinki, from Turku, from Vaasa, from Tornio. We've had players from all over the place. If you cannot speak English, it's not a problem. We usually have some Finnish coaches around the groups, so if you need a little bit of help with the translating, it's not a problem. But we will also try really hard to speak to you in English in a very clear and simple way. And many times we can also show you. Okay, football is a great game like that, because we can show you what you need to do, so you don't even have to have the words or the language. But I think it's a really good thing to try and help your English. It kind of gives you a good motivation for school, but it's not a problem at all. If you speak no English at all, I still think we will give you a great week and you'll understand things and it won't be a problem. So the cost of the camp is €240, and within that you get the coaching. So all the coaches come over from England. I know sometimes in camps there are Finnish coaches who work with like one coach from England, and then the rest are all Finnish coaches. Every group is run by an English professional coach on the camp. Sometimes there will be Finnish coaches to help, because it just helps sometimes with the language, and sometimes helps the players a little bit just to know that they can ask a Finnish coach. But we try really hard to work with Finnish players, speak to them in Finnish, try and learn some Finnish football words. Some of us have been working with Finnish players quite a long time, so we can kind of coach a little bit in Finnish if we need to. Okay, so it's €240, and for that you get the camp, which is 6 hours a day. You get a lunch each lunchtime. So the club, Ajax Sarkiranta, they'll organise a hot lunch for you. And at the end of the camp, we will give you a little report, and there'll also be a prize ceremony at the end of it as well. So that's the cost of the camp. So will we bring the English weather with us? Now, we've got a Kempele weather story from the very first year that we did the football school with Ajax, and it was unbelievable. The wind and the rain that day was something that the English coaches still speak about now, because it was so bad to coach in. The players were absolutely brilliant though. Their attitude all the way through the day was fantastic, and yeah, it was a good challenge for us to run the camp like that. But yeah, the Finnish coaches and the Finnish players were fantastic on it. But yeah, it's some of the worst weather we've ever coached in. The brilliant thing now is that even if we do bring the English weather, or the special Kempele weather, is that Ajax now have a halley, and so it's possible to go inside. We did that year before, in 2020. We went inside for one of the days because the weather was really bad. So that's a great thing that's been added in. In England, the weather's actually pretty good at the moment.